Hello and welcome in to another episode of Farm to Fame. I am Kelsey Wingert. That is Peyton Moylan, and that is our captain, Maddie Mass. As we continue our 10-episode series breaking down the top prospects at each position. Today, we are covering left-handed pitchers. And today's episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. If you use the code Jomboy preseason, it'll get you 15% off of any order. So you guys, we're breaking down the top prospects.
You ready?
That are left-handed pitchers. I'm ready.
I'll start. You want to start?
You can go.
Okay. Kyle Harrison with the Giants. He's MLB's number 18 prospect. He's 21 years old. In 25 games in A-ball and high A and AA, he threw 113 innings to a 2.71 ERA, 14.8 Ks per nine, and a 1.13 whip. That's impressive. Drafted by the Giants in the 85th round overall in 2020 out of De La Salle High School in Georgia. You should know that. I don't know that. De La Salle.
Mm-hmm.
Bang. Projected as the best high school pitcher in the draft. 2021 low A West Pitcher of the Year after leading the league in ERA and Ks per nine. In 2022, he led the minors in whiffs per nine at 14.8, whiff percentage almost 40%, and at age of 20, 41% swing and miss rate in AA on his fastball, which tops out at 97. His low arm slot creates good angle on all his pitches, and the last step before MLB is just refining a little bit of control and command. He's projected to be here this year as well.
All righty. Second overall in our left-handed pitching prospects is Ricky Tiedemann. He is with the Blue Jays. He is MLB's 32nd overall prospect. He's 20 years old. 18 games between A-ball, high A, and AA last year. A 217 average, 78.2 innings pitched, 117 strikeouts to 29 walks, 13.4 K per nine, and 0.86 whip. He was drafted by the Blue Jays 91st overall in 2022 at a Golden West Junior College in California. He was originally committed to San Diego before he opted to JUCO, so he could be drafted sooner. And Toronto did just that after he posted 60 strikeouts in 38 innings pitched as a freshman. He has a 70 grade changeup, and it's become the best pitch that he has, generating a ton of whiffs, particularly tough for righties. His fastball is now sitting 95 to 96 with the muscle that he's added on in the pros, only 20 years old again. He's working on a slider right now to have 3 true pitches, and he just needs more consistent starts in 2023 because Toronto paused him midway through 2022, but he's projected and on pace to be a number 2 starter in an MLB rotation. His ETA is 2024.
Nice. Welcome, Ricky.
Not yet.
Ken Waldichuk with the Athletics, MLB's number 76 prospect. He's 25 years old. In 21 games in AA and AAA last year, he pitched to a 2.84 ERA over 95 innings with 36 walks and 137 punches. Really nice. A 1.16 whip. Made it all at MLB with Oakland in the year. A 4.93 ERA in 34 innings. So he'll get better, obviously. Drafted by the Yankees in the 165th overall in 2019 out of St. Mary's. Traded to the A's as part of the Frankie Montas deal on August 1st, 2022. 2021, his first full season, he broke out 30.2 scoreless innings to start his minor league career. Wow. Decent. Finished 4th in minors in strikeouts. 4-seam carries up in the zone, 96, 97 miles an hour, forcing hitters to obviously swing under that. Low 80 slider and changeup both play well off his upper 70s curveball. 3 breaking balls, wow, or 3 off-speed pitches. Struggle has been command, but he's shown great improvement in 2022, and his ETA is again this year. We're talking about dudes that are going to be here this year, y'all.
Another guy who's projected for this year, Pete, is DL Hall with your Baltimore Orioles. He's just sliding in there to MLB's top 100 prospects at 97. He's 24 years old. In 22 games in AAA last year, it was 18 starts, 76 and 2/3 innings pitched. A 4.70 ERA. He had 125 strikeouts to 49 walks, a 14.7 strikeout per 9 ratio. He had 1 start in 11 games in the show last year. DL Hall did. 13 and 2/3 innings pitched. He pitched to a 5.93 ERA. Guys were hitting 298. Batting average against was 298. So only 1 start, 10 games. He came out of the bullpen for them. This is a guy who was drafted in 2017 at a high school, 21st overall, a high school in Georgia, mind you. He was ranked as the 2nd best high school lefty in the draft, behind a name we all know in Mackenzie Gore. He made his MLB debut in a healthy 2022 season as a reliever. After 2021 was halted for him with an elbow strain. His fastball touches 100 miles per hour. He sits 96 to 97. His changeup causes a 49% swing and miss rate. He has the stuff to get big league hitters out, but it's the command that's been lacking, which again, we see that a lot in young guys. The Orioles hope that his athleticism can help fix his command, and his ETA is this year.
Nice.
Strong.
Number 5, Dax Fulton. He's with the Marlins. He's 21. In 20 games in high A and A ball, he had 118 innings with 150 punch-outs. Really nice. 11.4 Ks per 9. Drafted by the Marlins 40th overall in the 2020 draft at a Mustang High School in Oklahoma. Missed the entire senior season while recovering from TJ. Blew out on Team USA in August of 2019. Finished 2022 season with 6 scoreless innings over 13 punch-outs in the minor league playoffs. His signature pitch is his upper 70s curveball, a big old banger. He also throws a 4-seamer that can reach 97. It's his consistently improving ability to locate pitches, which has seen him rise through the minors. His 6'6" frame, everyone's 6'6". His 6'6" frame doesn't hurt, obviously, by creating great extension in his pitching motion. His ETA is 2024.
I love the name Dax. Love names with an X in them. Alrighty, our dark horses.
Yes,
left-handed pitching prospects, you guys. Pete.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Matthew Liberatore. We saw him in the big leagues, but in 22 games in AAA, he pitched 115 innings and punched out 116. He did pitch to a 5.17 ERA, though, and similar in big leagues at a 5.97. Drafted by the Rays 16th overall in 2018 out of Mountain Ridge High School in Arizona. Traded to the Cardinals for Randy Arozarena, decent name, on January 9th, 2020. Jumped from A ball in 2019 to the Cardinals' alternate site in 2020, then quickly to AAA in 2021. He posted a 4.04 ERA in the full season in AAA in 2021. Went from MLB's number 37 prospect in 2021 to 80 in 2022. His mid-70s curveball is plus pitch, allowing for good swing and miss against righties and lefties. His other pitches clock in an average speed, and his control worsened to average when he got called up to MLB. He'll be looking for improvements this year, but he's a big-time prospect, and he's supposed to be here again this year.
Nice. Nice. Okay, my dark horse, Jake Eder. Sorry if I mispronounced that, you guys. He's with the Marlins, fish who pitch. He's not ranked in MLB's top 100, but he is 8th overall for left-handed pitching prospects. 24 years old, 15 games in AA in 2021. He had Tommy John, which sidelined him for all of 2022. So 2021 is the last season we can look at. 15 games, a 1.77 ERA. He had 99 strikeouts and 71 1/3 innings pitched. He was drafted by the Marlins in 2020 out of Vandy, 104th overall. He had originally appeared to have first-round potential in 2019. He had that 3-inning save to win the College World Series, but regressed overall in the COVID season. He made his pro debut in AA, though, where he dominated, like we just told you, a 1.77 ERA. Then he blew out his elbow in August, had Tommy John, missed all of 2022. He has yet to pitch this spring, but before the injury, a pro scout for another team called him the best pitching prospect in all of baseball. He has plus control of all 3 pitches. He has a 4-seamer, which touched 98 miles per hour and rises in the zone, a low 80 slider, and a change. His current floor is a number 3 starter, but could come back from the injury as more than that. So his ETA is 2024. Your ETA to any kind of sporting event or concert or anything that requires tickets could be right now, because we have a special announcement to celebrate our sport being back. SeatGeek is giving all of you 15% off of your next purchase with code Jomboy preseason. Doesn't matter if you have bought anything on SeatGeek before. It does not have to be baseball. It can be any sport. The code is still going to work for you. And that code again is Jomboy preseason. But this offer only goes until March 31st. So make sure that you guys
Escobar would be freaking.
Use it before then. They have an app, a SeatGeek app, and if you use the promo code Jomboy preseason, you can get 15% off of your next SeatGeek purchase.
That's lovely. That's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
He's just a little baby.
Okay, so can I read this cool storyline? Can I
Yeah,
read this
you
fun
can.
storyline? Okay, this is going to be really cool. Brendan McKay, you got to follow this story throughout this year. Drafted by the Rays 4th overall in 2017 out of Louisville. Technically a two-way player. Hit 209 with 15 homers in his minors career. 10 MLB at-bats and 1 home run also, so he's got that on the list. Before MLB debut in 2019, had a 1.10 ERA with 102 punch-outs and only 18 walks in 15 games between AA and AAA. But then, the most unfortunate timeline you've ever heard, listen to this, has kept his rookie eligibility status alive until 2023. He made his MLB debut on June 29th, 2019, where he took a perfect game into the 6th inning. Bounced between MLB and AAA for the rest of the 2019 season, had COVID at the start of 2020 season, and after returning in August, was sent for season-ending shoulder surgery. Comes back midway through 2021 and pitches to a 7.82 ERA in rookie ball and AA. November 2021, he has surgery for thoracic outlet syndrome, which is a tough one in itself. It's brutal. Comes back midway through 2022, then suffers a UCL in his second outing in AAA. So has Tommy John in September. The Rays release him in November and then sign him to a 2-year minor league deal in December. So probably look for him to be coming back at some time.
Oh my goodness.
I guess this year, end of this year, maybe next year, hence the 2-year deal. But that's a storyline to remember and a name to remember. Brendan McKay. And he's 27.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very
But
interesting.
there was another 27-year-old that happened to be a rookie.
And you know what he ended up doing in his career?
310.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Alrighty, guys, that wraps up our left-handed pitching prospects, the top guys you need to know about as we head into 2023.
Man.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We love you guys. Farm on, farm often, and we will see you in the next episode.